This is the room addition that I built about 17 years ago, and it performs very well in the cold. It does not go below 60 degrees, which is very comfortable when it's very cold outside, so you can effectively call it a survival structure. I also put details in it that would allow it to survive a hurricane, which none of the houses around here has, because Virginia has not experienced a hurricane in about 100 years because of the shape of the coastline, but we were threatened by one in it was 1990 or so, and so I was acutely aware of hurricane problems and studied that a good bit. I think anyone would be interested in having a room such as this on their house. I think if you are looking at building a sunroom or a greenhouse or even a screened-in porch, you might consider a full-on room addition as seriously increasing the value of your house, both to yourself if you plan to stay there for a while and also for resale value. I'd truly look into it, and if you're going to do a room addition, you definitely are going to want to look into getting higher quality windows, which is what I have here, and putting an extra insulation package on it, which is what I have here. So the book that I'm writing is going to cover all the details that you'll need. It's not going to be a beginner's book of how to saw wood and drill holes and run electrical wires, but it will cover the design details, probably enough to even get you past code. You might even, if you have exactly this situation, you might even be able to take the exact plans that I give you and use them down there to get your permit. So this is a two-story, as you can see, and it has just vinyl siding. It was only $15,000 in the year 2000 to buy the materials, except I think I spent like $2,200 just on the door and the windows for my basement, my unheated basement workshop. So each story is about 20 feet, 22 feet by 18. I think you're looking at 300 and something square feet each. So taken together, it's gotten to be the size of a small house. And if you've been studying the tiny house things that, you know, people talk about, they're very popular, tiny houses, and this is a tiny house. This room down here, when I finally got around to finishing the basement, I just used a lot of scrap windows and doors, except for on the south side I was very concerned about solar overheating in the summer, so I went ahead and spent pretty good money. I think it was $1,200 just on those doors and windows. And I'll go ahead and take you into it so you can get a good idea of what it looks like. So it's basically a stick frame structure, and it took me, I think, exactly 2 months to get it to where I could move in. Painted, floor in, moved in. And the reason was, I was working all by myself, and I was working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, because that is all I wanted to do. I had someone help me hang the sheetrock. I had a couple of guys digging the foundation and hauling away the dirt, and then I hired a crew to nail the roof on, which all went a lot faster. So what you're looking at is basically a very small house, but as you can see, I use it for a lot of things. This is for my office, bedroom, and living room, all in one. Storage, a lot of storage. So the book's going to cover all that, all the details, including storage. And I hope you'll be interested enough to buy it. So we're signing off, and hope you're doing well today. Bye-bye.